I guess I wasn't completely honest. So, a lesson that should be unlearned, part 2. So, basically what I tried to get in the last episode is that these kids are children when they should be adults. I've seen it. I've heard about it. Utter bullshit. Utter horseshit. The thing that's funny is that they think that I actually care. See, here's the thing. I did care. There was a point in my life that I actually did care. There was a point in my life that I actually did care about them and actually cared about their well-being, cared about the people that they hung out with. But while I was doing that, they pushed me away. And the more they pushed me away, the more they stopped hanging out with me. Children. See, it's funny how that worked out. Because I loved being pushed. I'm used to being pushed away. I love being pushed away at this point. I love it. The feeling of being pushed away just makes the anger up here. It just keeps on giving. It keeps on pushing forward. It makes me move forward and try to learn from it at the same time. Yet I still wonder till this day if they'll ever forgive me for anything. I still wonder if they will actually have my back on something. And that's the number one question. I've been friends with these people, these kids, for damn near almost my whole life. And I realized how much they cared about me, and I actually showed them love back. I showed them friendship actually back. These kids actually don't give a shit about anybody. They don't give a shit about me, and they never gave a shit about me to begin with. Hence the reason why my car is fucking destroyed before it was totaled. They don't give a shit about them. They don't give a shit about anybody. So they decide to hang out with them more than they should hang out with me. Now in this time, considering I got the DUI happening, yeah, maybe that's a little understandable. Maybe they just want to stay out of trouble. That's all understandable to me. I understand the whole DUI, ARD type thing, and we'll just get over that. But it was everything else before that. All those deck of cards on the table. The reason why they just stopped caring about me and they stopped hanging out with me is unknown. And it's completely unknown to me. They decide to go their own ways. And what did I do? Nothing. What did I do to upset them? Nothing. What did I do for them to turn their backs on me all this time? Nothing. And how do they think that makes me feel? I'm sure they figured it out by now, because I know that they're kind of not as smart as they used to be. But how do you think that made me feel? All those times that I gave a shit about them, what makes them think now that I gave a shit about them now? They're down the wrong path. They're completely out of their brain, out of their gourd. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Life is just about hitting them in the head. Just like how life just hit me in the head about a couple years ago. 6 years ago. And what makes you think that I'm going to forgive them, or at least accept any apologies in the future? What makes them think I'm going to give a shit about them in the future now? Because the damage is done. The damage is done. Because what the fuck would I know? And that's what pisses me off. Is what the fuck do I know? That's what pisses me off. I'm tired. I'm tired of their crap. And I hope that they're listening. I hope they're done. I hope they're listening. I hope they're actually learning from life's changes. Because this is going to be the biggest one. They literally took a friend like me, took a shit all over me, put all these daggers into my back and into my heart, that it's unforgivable. That there ain't no more turning back after this. They can have the nicest life. We could be acquaintances, but we won't be friends. Because I literally been treated like shit since the beginning. And they don't realize that. They think it's just fucking with me. Bullshit. Like I said in the last episode, I hope to God, I swear to God, I praise that something happens that changes their lives forever, because this DUI have changed my life forever, and they're prancing around like little unicorns and thinking that life is just so fucking grand, and they put me through the dirt so they could just bury me into the ground. And they could see the anger. They could see the frustration. If they don't see it, they're fucking blind. I'm done with these kids that will forever be children until I damn see otherwise. Because all these years of being my friend, even though I haven't changed, I haven't seen them change. Yet I see them. I just seen them change few days ago, maybe about a week ago. I seen them change. But what kind of change did they really make? All they did was turn their backs on me. And then hang out with the people that are somewhat sensible, somewhat smarter than, somewhat of a... They somehow compare to one another, like they think their brains could actually work together, and actually... They think they could hang out with each other? What kind of people destroys their friend's car and then be like, oh, well, you shouldn't do that. Yet they drive your car. What kind of friend are you? You don't even listen to the half of the sensibility in this. Alright, so it's my fault. I give it that. I swear to God it's my fault. Alright, it's my fault. But why the fuck are you doing it? Why the fuck are you making the same mistakes that I am? It doesn't make any fucking sense. I literally have to sit here and literally watch these old children. I literally have to watch these children fucking go down in the hole that I sank myself into and yet dug myself out. Yet they're gonna dig themselves down. Eventually, life's gonna punch them in the face, and I would love to see it. So here's what I'm gonna do. This is going on fucking YouTube. you can fucking deal with it. And you know what? If you ever see this video, if you ever see this vlog and see how much crap that I had to fucking deal with for the rest of my fucking life, I hope you stand, because you don't ever understand a damn fucking thing. You have no brains, you're not that fucking smart, and I'm fucking done with every single one of you because you're all pieces of fucking shit. I totally disregard everything that has happened to these children. I disregard all the nice things that I've said about these children, and I hope they understand that they made a monster deep inside. I hope they realize that they've pretty much robbed me all this year. I was robbed of so many opportunities, and yet I just literally watched my car getting stolen half the time. So instead of fixing me before the DUI, before fixing me, it was them first. And it took all day to all night for me to get this damn car back to myself. So I was literally robbed of 2019 to fix myself. This DUI would have never happened. None of it would have ever happened. None of it. To me, I feel like they're scum of the earth. I feel like they're absolute scum of the earth. And, I don't want anything to do with any of this anymore. I don't want anything to do with them anymore. I don't want to deal with their friends anymore. I don't want to deal with it. They left me with so much frustration, anger, stupidity, and just absolute pain and frustration. And I definitely need to go. You know, I told them one time that if Mom dies, I get the house. But yet, I have to stay and take care of the house and all that. And with all due respect to the love of my parents and all, I want to sell the house. I don't want to be here. But when I told them that, they told me to stay. So they want me to leave. So they don't want me to leave. They just rather have me stay here and deal with how much crap, and still deal with a whole lot of crap, and still live here. If you think I'm fucking staying here, then pigs are eating my running shoes. I'm not staying. And it's not because of Dad. It's not because of Mom. It's because I love them dearly. And it's all because of you. You have Damian Hatcher robbing me of my PS4, robbing me blind for my PS4. and yet never told me for months that it was stolen. You have Clayton Eberly, which will be brought up in a different episode because I have plans. And you have Corey Sperana. Sperana, I don't give a fuck what his last name is. You have Corey that does burnouts to death in my car. Till smoke is like combusting out of my car. You have him doing burnouts. You have him put tree branches, you're having him plunge tree branches into my tires. But my Xbox 360, did any of you know that it was ran over by my own car? They ran it over with my own fucking car. I forget who did that, but I don't care who. And you have him stealing my car constantly. And when I asked for the car back, nobody did a fucking thing. Everybody followed his footsteps. Either that or just let it go. And said it was me who had to take care of the whole fucking thing by myself. Some friends I have, huh? I had to take care of that whole fucking thing. Day after night. Night after day. Just doing it by myself. Then you have these children telling me that I'm an alcoholic and a meth addict and a big old fucking stoner or whatever when they just haven't looked in the mirror and just literally haven't looked in the mirror and haven't had a brain. So, yeah. That's what I deal with. That's the shit I deal with. Those are the people that put me through misery. Those are the people that don't have any balls to do anything, don't even have responsibility. They can destroy and combust my car. And they're gonna do it the same thing over there. Hope someone dies. 'Cause I ain't coming to your funeral. And you know what? Maybe it's best. Maybe you should look yourself in the fucking mirror. Because I know I have. I've looked myself in the goddamn mirror and I knew what was wrong with me. And you can tell me what's wrong with me all you want. But have you looked in the mirror lately? Have you realized any of your problems lately? Have you realized the people that you hang out with lately? Have you realized the changes that you have literally made in your life this whole year? You lost me as a friend and publicly being humiliated because I've had enough. And if I can't open my heart to use, if I can't open my heart without ever being put down, shoved down, verbally talked down, and being told, oh, well, this is what you should do, this is what I gotta do. If this is what I gotta do, then fine. This is the second reason why I did this vlog in the first place. Because I can't open my heart here. Because I'm either being put down or just literally talked down and frowned upon. And it's mostly you guys. It's mostly those children that fucking do it. And I dealt with it this whole year. Maybe more. There are many other times that I've done this, that I've got put down, frowned upon. There's so many times, so many years that I've had to deal with this crap. And I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. So, if you're trying to look for a friend, maybe you should look in the mirror. Maybe you should try to find a friend in yourself. Because I wasn't supposed to worry about it. I wasn't supposed to worry about a damn fucking thing. I was supposed to just let it go. Do you really think I'm gonna let it the fuck go? My life was fucking demolished because of you. Because of Corey. And nobody even bothered to help me be a friend, anything of that nature, so. But at least I know the definition of a friend. At least I know the definition of a best friend. At least I know the definition of any kind of friendship. Because I sure as hell know that you guys don't. You're all children in an adult world. And maybe I am too, but I've seen the light of day. I realized what the mistakes I've made. It's not because of me. It's not because I lay in bed for the last 6 years, but it's because of you. And I realize, and I know it's you. I know it's you. Because I dealt with depression for 7-8 years after high school. And I knew the depression that I had to... I knew I had depression for a long time. Yet I was too blind and oblivious to know where it came from. I thought it was just my life. I thought it was just my life. It's all because of you. And if you think for 1 second, if you think just for one little second, that I'm gonna come crawling back, those chances are just gonna be just as the same as you crawling back to me as a friend after all this. I've tried to understand. I've tried to understand some things. I've tried to understand the things you do, and I try to understand a lot. I've tried to be there for all of yous, and yet I'm going to be the weakest link. So as long as you've pushed me away, looks like I found mine. So, I'll see you in hell. Dysfunct out.